90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. He finds his man.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Grohl. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're going to throw it again. With the catch, it's Grohl. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Let's go. Wants to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
And here comes the offense on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And he makes the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
4 wide receivers on 2nd and inches. They might try to take a shot. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. He looks that one in nicely. And he was off. Then he gets it to the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Able to get 1 down to the 15.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Took a shot as he threw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Hendricks. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Buys a little extra time. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the ground, he's got it again. Fakes his man out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pulls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll ride his man on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas A&M 14, Georgia 0.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun on 3rd down. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? That quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here. The quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Floats it out in space. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll go with a direct snap. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Twist his way through. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Wide receiver shows motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Skips away from pressure. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Going up top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Just drives it between the uprights. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. The spin, still on his feet. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Aggies will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Coffee. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns. Hey, that's a live ball. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's going to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete. Still running at the 40. He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can add just have unbelievable hands to the mix because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum change. His team.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Give to the running back. Shakes off the tackler. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They move the tight end all over. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got a man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Steps away to find some room. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw. It's Bush. Getting some heat. Touchdown Bulldog! And here they come. Almost all the way back. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game, but they need some help from the defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Diego State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 24 to UNLV. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Slips through the line, and the returner will be knocked down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
The first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They made up some of that lost ground, but still plenty to cover on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Wants to throw. It's Bush. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on third down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And he'll try to boot them into the lead in the final minute. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. That last field goal put them on top, and now this kickoff unit needs to cover well because it only takes 3 to beat you now. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys, so which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best.
And he intercepts it. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Paulo, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic, and not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take another shot here. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much, they can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.